In this video, I'll be showing how to place front strut assemblies on a Chevrolet Equinox. They are located behind the front wheels. Let's get started. Let's go and remove our left front wheel. There's 5 19mm lug nuts. Now that our vehicle is raised and supported and our wheels off, I'm going to go ahead and remove the sway bar end link top mounting position first. I'll be using an 18mm on an impact gun and a wrench. I'm going to put my 18mm wrench on the back, secure the nut, and then I'll just simply remove it. Quick note, this is aftermarket unit. An OEM unit will have a 9mm socket point where you can secure it. Now I'm going to remove the sway bar link. So you can see it's stuck, so I'm just going to get a rubber mallet and hit the top. Remember, be advised where you hit and use a rubber mallet. Do not use a metal hammer. And there it is, set it aside. Now we're going to move along near the brake caliper to locate this strut mounting location for the ABS wire and our brake line. I'm going to pull the ABS wire up. I'm going to set this aside. Then I'll remove the 10mm bolt holding the brake hose down. And set it aside. I'm going to pull up on my brake hose and remove it from the mounting location. Now I'm going to move along to my strut mounting points. There are 2 located on the knuckle, one right here and one right here. These are both 18mm, so I'm going to support this side with a wrench and remove the nut on this side. Set it aside. And set this one aside. Now we're going to go ahead and spray some rust penetrant. These bolts don't slide out. You'll have to hit them with a punch and a hammer. Here I have my center punch. Make sure it fits on the inside of the bolt. If you use a center punch too big, you have a chance of mushrooming the bolt. So keep in mind what size center punch you use. As you can see, it's pressed in. Now it's removed, set it aside. And time for the bottom one. Quick inspection and set it aside. Now I'm going to go ahead and maneuver the knuckle out of the way. I'm just going to pull it down. Be careful with the brake hose and the ABS wire. Just wiggle it free. Put this under so we don't cause any excess strain on it. Now we'll move up top. So now we're going to move along under the hood and to the strut tower. It is located in the corners of the engine bay near the corners of the cowl. You'll find 4 13mm bolts, and you'll want to remove those. Here's one. You can set it aside. Now for our last 2 bolts. And for our last one. Quick note before you fully remove it, put one hand on the strut so it does not fall out and damage any suspension components. And there it is. Here in one hand I have my strut, and on the other hand I have a bolt. I'm going to slide the strut through and then secure the bolt on top. I'm holding the strut up while I'm locating the mounting tabs. To keep the mounting tabs are secure, I'm going to start threading in my bolts. Keep in mind I am holding the strut with one hand through the bottom. Now that you have 2 threaded on, you can let go of the strut. And finish up hand tightening the other bolts. Now I'm just going to snug these down. I'll be going in a crisscross pattern. And the torque spec for these is 24 foot-pounds. Again, I'll be going in a crisscross pattern. And now for my last one. Now we're going to move back under the vehicle and the wheel well. I'm going to secure our knuckle to our strut. So I'm going to lift up on the knuckle and slide my top bolt through. Now I can do the same with the bottom bolt. Now I'm going to hand thread on my 2 mounting nuts. On one side I'll secure the end with the 18mm wrench and the other side with a socket and an impact. So both sides will be the wrench. Now I'm just going to snug these down. I'll repeat the process with the bottom one. So make sure all the bolts are fully seated in the knuckle. Now we can move on to torquing them. The first step in torquing these is 74 foot-pounds. And the same for the bottom. Now the next step in the torque sequence is turning them 45 degrees. And that looks good. Now I'm going to move along to my brake hose and ABS wire. For the ABS wire, I'm going to bring it up over and press it down in the divot. So you hear that click, and then make sure it's secure. Now I'll do the same for the brake hose. Lift it over, slide it through, and install my bolts. Now I'm going to snug it down with a 10mm. As you can see, now it's snug. Make sure it's secure. Now let's go ahead and reinstall our sway bar link. Just slide it through. Quick note, if you have a hard time aligning the stud with the hole, simply pull down on the sway bar end link and push from the back, and that should get it to slip right through. Now I'm going to reinstall my 18mm bolt. I'm going to hand thread it on first. Now I'm going to secure the back side of the sway bar link with an 18mm wrench and secure the front with an 18mm as well. So my wrench is on the back, and I'm going to tighten it up. Just snug it down for now. Now we're going to tighten that 18mm bolt to 74 foot-pounds. So you can see it's still spinning freely, so I'm going to grab that 18mm wrench again and secure it from the back. Hold my wrench while I tighten down. Move the ratchet and the wrench. Now let's reinstall our left front wheel. Just snug these up by hand. I'm going to tighten these in a crisscross pattern. So just snug them down for now. Now let's go ahead and torque these to 100 foot-pounds in a crisscross pattern. And that completes our install. Go ahead and take the vehicle for a road test. Remember, you do need that alignment and make sure there's no abnormal noises over bumps. Thank you for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.